It's Monday, the 25th of July. I'm out at the orchard. I've been working out here this morning. Julia's been doing other things and she's just come over and brought some lunch. We're going to have a bit of lunch and consider, amongst other things, this is the cider section of the orchard, and walking through to the gate which leads into the main eating apple section of the orchard, located in the fence near the art studio and the garden around it. I just wanted to have a little chat about butterflies and stuff, this sort of thing. So we're just commenting on the nectar feeding animals.
Lots of bees of all sorts. There's some honeybees and some bumblebees. This is the viper's bugloss, which is a native wild.
Honeybees been in trouble, haven't they?
Yeah, but our ones are doing well. We've got a wild swarm that have been living with us for about 5 years now. We leave them alone.
Yeah.
And at the moment, a lot of them are feeding on the clover, which is growing in the sward. But there's also some here feeding on this bugloss.
Yeah.
Come and see the thyme. They love the thyme around here. The nice beds of thyme, 12-inch thyme. And there's all sorts of nectar-loving insects in it. Honeybees and bumblebees, different sorts of butterflies, hoverflies.
It's a lot of purple here.
Yeah. I wanted to grow native or as near native type plants as possible, and just around the studio here we've got a very funny patch, like free draining soil, and I've put some gravel in as well, and it really favours these lots of producing flowers which the insects need.
Yeah.
Interesting thing, I was doing a bit of research. Some of these butterflies, the butterflies need these flowers for their nectar.
Yeah.
But their caterpillars grow mainly on different sorts of grasses. They don't
Yeah.
actually feed on these broadleaf plants.
So in other words, it's as Charles Darwin said, it's a tangled web.
Well, some
got it right
places we need to leave some long grasses, because where we keep mowing, which we have to factor through the orchard and to keep the trees clear, that's not going to help their caterpillars. There's a few rough places, like in the peace orchard,
Yeah.
where we can let the grasses grow tall.
The peace orchard where we very deliberately planted some perry trees, perry very widely apart.
Oh, that's this.
Very
that's
widely distant.
what the bumblebees like to sit.
Yeah. And planted these trees, perry pears, very widely apart, and buying in a good handful, a very expensive handful of mixed Cotswold flower mix in order to maximise the biodiversity. There's about 4 bumblebees, and they seem to be moving very. That's hyssop, isn't it?
Yes, that's a herb.
Wow, those bees love it, don't they?
And that's been flowering for a couple of weeks already. It's got a long flowering period.
What butterfly is that on that little purple thing? Meadow brown. So a programme to tell you about these Adonis blue butterflies. They're beautiful.
We do get the common blue occasionally, although I haven't seen them, not in this section of the orchard. I'd like us to go down towards the peace orchard and the basket making copse.
Yeah.
Maybe you'd like to finish this film and we'll do another one down there, because there are different sorts of butterflies feeding down there.
Yeah, well, this is a July early afternoon, very sunny, very melanoma inducing weather, so that's why I'm wearing
pollen sacs on this.
suitable clothing and factor 20 on the unclothed bits of me. But yeah.
There's a small bumblebee feeding down there, huge pollen sacs on its legs.
I'm not sure I can pick the
Not keeping
particular
still
one out.
long
There are
enough
so
because it's
many.
so busy, isn't it?
Active. It's so active.
And down by the swarm of honeybees,
Yeah.
it's been roaring this week because
Yeah.
the honey flow is so strong at the moment, and the bees are so busy to get
Yeah.
all the goodness in while they can.
Yeah. I had to run like the clappers, didn't I, when I was watching those bees too closely. There's a hoverfly, and they chased me. Hoverfly is a non-biting thing, which I believe eats pests. And this is a viper's bugloss again, isn't it? Okay. Oh well, and the point of this is that if you have a decent sized piece of land, however intensively you might wish to cultivate it, for example with an apple orchard, it's still a very desirable thing to put some area aside to plants which are A, attractive to you, and B, attractive to various harmless flying insects. I'm just taking a look at a curious
Big mushroom.
yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm definitely not going to eat any of that.
It's one of the lactarius types, but I can't identify them very well, so not
If
taking
in
any
doubt,
risks. If in doubt, don't eat it.
leave it out. Okay, well, goodbye from the butterflies and moths and bees and